Hello, Singaporeans. We look at year 2024, a year of challenges for Singapore. Me, Puah, and Red Dot United have this to say. The cost of living crisis. The cost of living remains the most pressing issue for Singaporeans. Official inflation numbers may suggest improvement, but for many, life remains an uphill struggle. Prices in 2024 are 16% higher than they were in 2019, and wages have barely kept up. Real median income grew by only 0.4% this year, just as it did in 2023. Despite the government's measures such as the assurance packages and handouts, many Singaporeans feel that these efforts fall short. Living from voucher to voucher is not a solution. It erodes dignity and creates unnecessary dependency. Another thing, honesty and accountability in governance. The events of 2024 have raised serious and troubling questions about the government's commitment to transparency and accountability. The handling of the Iswaran case, where charges appear to have been downgraded from corruption to lesser offences under Section 165 of the Penal Code, has left Singaporeans wondering if justice has been applied equally. Initially charged with 35 offences, including 2 under the Prevention of Corruption Act, Iswaran faced reduced charges just days before his trial. Was this a matter of insufficient evidence or a reluctance to persuade the full extent of the law? The lack of clarity fuels public scrutinism and undermines trust in our institutions. Similarly, the case of Speaker Tan Chuan Jin raises questions not about personal indiscretions but about governance and accountability. It has been revealed that former Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong knew as early as 2020 about Tan's inappropriate relationship with another MP from the same party, yet allowed him to remain as Speaker of Parliament until 2023. For me, this is not an issue of private misconduct, but it's a question of whether it was appropriate for a conflicted MP to preside over and moderate parliamentary debates, particularly contentious issues, when the person he was intimately involved with was another MP from his own party. Did this situation compromise the impartiality and integrity of Parliament? This is a question. By keeping the matter under wraps for 3 years, the government's actions or inactions raised serious concerns. Was this delay in addressing the matter motivated by political considerations rather than the principles of good governance? Singaporeans have a right to ask, can we trust a government that prioritizes its internal politics over ensuring that our democratic institutions remain uncompromised? This is a question. Another incident that highlights the lack of timely transparency is the NRIC data sensitivity saga. On 16 December, Red Dot United called for accountability regarding the unmasking of NRIC numbers on ICRA Bisfile portal. The government later apologized for the anxiety caused but looked nearly a week to respond meaningfully. This delay only added to public confusion and anxiety, undermining confidence in the government's ability to protect sensitive data. While Red Dot United acknowledges the apology, the incident raises important questions. Why wasn't this issue addressed earlier when NRIC numbers were deemed sensitive by the Personal Data Protection Commission? Why has the government shifted its stance, now claiming NRIC numbers should be treated like names? Singaporeans deserve clear communication, particularly when policies take a U-turn. Changing policies to address evolving needs is understandable, but refusing to acknowledge the shift obstructs meaningful dialogue. These incidents highlight a troubling trend of evasions and a lack of forthrightness. Can we trust a government that appears reluctant to own its mistakes? A government out of touch. The government's action throughout 2024 have often revealed a disconnection from the lived realities of Singaporeans. From a PAP MP's claim that Singaporeans spend just 0.1% of their income on hawker food, to the government's refusal to tie transport fares to service reliability, the perception of a leadership out of sync with the people has only grown. Instead of empowering Singaporeans through systemic reforms, the government has relied on periodic handouts, grants, and vouchers to ease pressures. While these measures offer short-term relief, they fail to address the root causes of rising costs and create a culture of dependency. Now, as we approach and enter into 2025, 2025 will be a significant year, not just for Singapore, but also for Red Dot United, RDU. The general election will coincide with our 5th anniversary, offering us a moment to reflect and remind everyone what politics should truly be about. For some in the opposition, politics seem to be about being anti-PAP. For the incumbents, it may often appear to be about power. For Puah and Red Dot United, politics has always been about the people. Lastly, let us move forward together. May 2025 bring a balanced parliament and a livable Singapore for all Singaporeans. I am Puah from Red Dot United. Thank you.